Hello. The man in black is Zelemkhan Dukaev fighting the Russian promotion, Strelka. I don't know why they're fighting on sand, perhaps they wanted to emulate a realistic scenario if it were to take place on a beach. But there is one problem though. I think this is mixed martial arts rules, I don't know for sure, but because kicks are permitted here, Zelemkhan ends up getting sand in his eye, which stalls the bout. But now, here, before grazing it right, then slipping into a weave, remember that corkscrew uppercut Zelemkhan landed? Watch how here he feints with a slip, which has his opponent bite down with a flinch. His opponent's eyes are locked on, but he appears to be quite tentative. He's waiting. As Zelemkhan pins his back foot and explodes into the bucket, watch his opponent's eyes. That slight show of his right hand has his opponent's eyes locked onto that fist. He has no reaction to the leaping lead hook slinging up from the abyss. By the time he connects, he had no idea what happened. Look at how his arm raised to block a right hook, completely caught off guard. Dazed, in comes Zelemkhan slinging wrath from the right. The man, he struck like lightning. This combination in real time, rather quick. His pure intent to destroy, paired with the smaller gloves and fluid baseball pitch technique, even though Messi had touched the off switch directly. The lights had no choice but to go out. Just look at this dude's eyes. Let's continue. As you can tell, Zelemkhan is a fan of Hajime no Ippo, or maybe just Mike Tyson. And either way, appreciate how the man just slips and rolls against fire. This here perfectly exemplifies why he has so much power. He's literally whipping everything he has into it like he's throwing a fastball. We actually saw a lot of this from the legendary Fyodor Emelianenko. I've actually noticed it is pretty common amongst Russian fighters to have a bit more load up when they're slinging rangier, longer hooks. In mixed martial arts, with these smaller gloves, definitely it's harder to guard such a punch, although a bit of head movement or footwork can have such a strike, whisking air. Watch here how the sand appears to make follow-up against Zelemkhan's recovery rather awkward. From here, it's become a waiting game. Just note the airtime he's getting in his footwork. Nonetheless though, Zelemkhan's right hand is clearly loaded with intent. We have seen something similar from Ally Quinta time to time. You can clearly see the intent he loads, hoping to smash his opponent with a big right. Here though, Zelemkhan is just showing it to him. He's making his opponent realize it's a threat, even flinching it out. This is also what makes his lead hook or up jab so dangerous, coming from a downward angle. It just becomes harder to see it coming. And then when you pair that with the increased range of motion when connecting, it's a trade in defensive responsibility for power. Boom. The eagle shows itself. Note the flinch from his opponent. He's confused, startled even, and he even appears to momentarily flinch, sprawling for a takedown, but he quickly realizes that it wasn't a shot, trapping the lead hand. Boom. The leaping lead hook was followed by a short hook as his opponent was mid-crumble to the canvas. Now, there's something about this lead hook. You can often find Ryan Garcia throw it with a lead hand down position as well. Not only does it connect like lightning, but if their opponents flinch assuming it's something else, it's as if their peripheral vision cannot see the punch coming despite the big telegraph or load up. Even here, his opponent's eyes expand, which indicate that he's startled, he's tuned in, he's locked on to see something, but he's not noticing the punch. Boom. A winging technique, connecting too quick and too clean, had the man sparked in the darkness. This man is not particularly muscular, instead he's just switching men off with his natural body mechanics, and as messy as it may be in boxing or versus a higher level opponent with head movement or fork as part of their finesse, it definitely may be used against them, but even someone like Justin Gaethje has taken himself to a high level hailing this kind of doom. That said, let's move on to the next clip. Here, notice how Zelemkhan takes this oblique kick to the knee. He's smiling, he's enjoying the moment. As Khabib Nurmagomedov would say, you have to enjoy.
When I go to the cage, I enjoy, And this game about mental.
Watch this. He's sneaky, he's switching the southpaw, he's patiently waiting against the ropes. But as he coaxes his opponent to enter, rope-a-dope into a haymaker. Zelemkhan just wasn't shown enough respect. Styles like this are always very entertaining. The body mechanics accessible paired with the range of motion, pair that with a bit of setup which can make the strike harder to see coming due to rising from a lower elevation. We saw Chan Sung-jung defeat Frankie Edgar with a similar hand position, not just because he gained more concussive power, but also because going for the underhook becomes more accessible versus a takedown. I would say it's definitely a feasible style, but nonetheless though, it still remains high risk, high reward. If you like more from me, please subscribe and hit the notifications. Thank you if you did. It truly does mean a lot to me. Thank you. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. It's good karma. And until next time, peace.